We back, clip.
Americans don't know geography.
What is the only country that's a continent?
The only country that's a continent. The United States.
How old are you?
23.
How many countries are in Europe?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
Like, you can see you're black. Like, what's your origin? What's your ancestors like? Where are they from?
Keep it, Didier. Look at every single part of the world. Who else gets this amount of finger pointing to say you're not really from there? You don't know where you're from. Someone in Mexico don't get it. Someone in Jamaica don't get it.
Woo, hold on. Yes, we are back with part 2 of this particular video. Now, I know you guys are saying this is a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger. Well, we are back to finish off this video. And I think it's going to be a part 3 because I have another clip that needs to go on this, which is going to be insane. But hey, it is what it is. What's up, guys? My name's AdonisCrashBoom. You guys are watching Adonis Live. I'm an American who's currently in Europe at this moment in time. But hold on. If you like this video before I even started saying this right now, you're a true legend. 100%. But if you haven't liked the video yet, bro, give this video a like. I appreciate every single person that has been liking these videos as soon as they jumped into the live stream. If you jumped in this live stream and you like the video and you ready for part 2 and you ready for this, let's get it started. I'm not going front. This is going to be a very interesting procedure. This is going to be a very interesting procedure. This video is going to be very interesting because comes to find out, the Africans are slamming the UK Brits at this moment in time. It's one of the most diabolical, but we gotta watch this thing out. It's progressively going to get better and better. So, like I said, the way this is structured right now, it's progressively going to get better and better. So make it to the end of the video because you're going to genuinely love it. Also, we got a couple of new members. We made it to 90 members right now, bro. I can't wait to the future, bro. I already know. Like, we made it to 90 members, game, but we're gonna give those people shout outs, and we got 2 super chat donators from the last video that I want to give a shout out today. So here we go. My name's AdonisCrashBoom. You guys are watching Adonis Live. Get ready and enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it.
I would like to say for anybody who felt some type of way about your content, they should watch the full video too, because as American, there have been a few Brits. I was like, yo, them niggas crazy. F them. Then when I watched the full video, I was like, oh, they got some understanding. They cool. You feel me? I was like, they alright with me. They just need some understanding. But it seems like for most reason, all these Brits come up. They're like, yo, F you, Adonis. You ain't shit. Yo, you watched my video? Nope. So how can you say Adonis ain't shit and you know all the shit about his videos if you ain't never watched the whole shit through? Because if Americans ain't never watched the whole video through, a whole bunch of us be saying Brits ain't shit. Like every Brit ain't shit. But y'all claim to be us, but Americans watch the whole video, but every Brit never watched the video. So how are we the same? And one more thing, shouldn't y'all be worried about that UK lady trying to kick y'all out and not give y'all birth citizenship in UK?
That's
and she trying to send y'all back to Africa? No, it's not.
This guy came up. All right, I'm gonna bring you down. Look, let's see what he has to say.
All right, cool.
So you said I'm cherry picking content?
Good evening, brother. What, can you hear, man? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, bro. I feel like this is what you do. You'll ask 20 man a question, and the one person that responds dumb, you'll put that in your video. There's no way that they're all the responses you get from the British people.
Do you watch my videos?
I see clips. I don't watch the full on YouTube, but I've seen clips on TikTok.
Did you hear what the other guy just said when he came up here?
Which one? The British brother or the American?
Guy who was just up here. Did you hear what he just said?
No, I didn't.
The jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves. Oh my God. This is gonna be a great YouTube video. This is gonna be insane. This is gonna be insane. That is crazy.
Why are people calling me slow in the comments? So you guys do multiple choice for your GCSEs. You're trying to call me slow.
You don't have GCSEs.
Well, your high school education is a lot of it multiple choice.
Not in every school.
Come on, bro. And even the university is like that.
Not in every school.
But that's a different topic. Like everyone, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, so get back to be cherry picking content. So you don't watch my videos, right?
I see a lot of your clips on and stitches on TikTok.
All right, and my clips are trailers for the YouTube video and you don't watch the videos, right?
No, not the full videos on YouTube.
All right, so where are you coming with this cherry picking perspective if you haven't watched the video to see if this assumption is actually clear? How can you make the statement saying I'm cherry picking stuff, but you don't watch the videos to actually do your due diligence to educate yourself? Like if I was cherry picking my content, I would be a dick, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, so if I wasn't cherry picking my stuff and you made that statement, you would be stupid, right?
In theory.
All right, so you stupid, right?
I'm not stupid.
You just said in theory you're stupid.
That's why I said in theory, because I still believe that I don't think there's anybody in England that doesn't like know that we take a lot from American culture.
Listen, we're not talking about that. We're not going to deviate from that. You just called yourself stupid. But let's do this.
That's why I used in theory.
Yeah, and in that theory, you're stupid. So we're going to use that and say, in that theory, now we're going to ask the chat. All right, and we're going to see if the chat watches chat, have you watched my full YouTube videos? Like my full YouTube videos, the industry interviews. Have you watched my full YouTube videos? Yes or no? Let's see.
Be honest.
Yes, they all say yes. Oh, okay. Is the full interaction from start to finish in my full YouTube video? Let's ask the chat, gang. Chat? Yeah. Am I putting only the stupid people in the videos?
That's what I think. When
you said that in theory, you would be dumb. So they're saying no. You don't watch the full videos, and everyone who does watch.
Yeah, but I thought, like, for example, like there's that common what we in England be like, oh, Americans don't know geography, and then in the video you'll be talking about American geography. We're talking about world geography, like certain things like that. I know
from
what country wise.
Yeah.
Like ethnicity.
Okay, yeah, fine. Let's do that.
My mom's from Mauritius. I'm mixed race. My mom's from Mauritius, and my dad's white British.
So you're from Mauritius. So you know world geography.
Yeah, I think I'm decent.
How old are you?
23.
How many countries are in Europe?
I don't know that off the top of my head. You want me to name every country in Europe?
I didn't say that. I said how many countries are in Europe. Just how many?
I don't know the exact specific.
Right, make it easier. How many countries are in Africa?
Do we to name every Africa?
How many countries are in Africa? How many?
Ask me to name. I can name a lot of them.
I said how many? Give me the number.
But what would be the significance of me knowing the exact specific number off the top of my head of all times? That's not world geography.
You're trying to get time so you can Google or search it up.
I'm not, bro. I'm on my phone. You can see.
I'm asking you how. Anybody has two phones and a laptop around? It's not. We're not. What are you talking about?
Well, you're just gonna have to take my word for it.
How many countries are in Africa?
As I said, off the top of my head, I don't know the specific amount of countries in Africa. I can name a lot of nearly all of the countries in Africa. I don't mean that I know how many countries there are off the top of my head.
Okay.
But that's not a question about. That's just you said what number. That's a fact that you didn't know that.
That's European geography.
No, it's not the number of countries.
The number of countries in Europe is geography. Yes.
I thought. Ask me a more difficult question, because I don't think
more difficult question.
Yeah.
Okay. A more difficult question. Name 3 countries that start with the letter R.
Rwanda, Romania, Russia.
Ooh, that was pretty easy, correct?
Alhamdulillah, yeah, it was.
Okay. Would you like a more difficult question?
Please.
Okay. When was World War II?
1939 to 1945.
Nice. When was the Windrush?
The early 1950s.
Early 1950s.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Hold on. Are you sure? I'm giving you a chance.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
You're from the UK. You should know this. Are you sure? You get one more chance. All right.
Bro, I gave you my original answer. If I'm to edit the answer, then I'd say the early 60s, but I'm not sure.
Early 60s.
1960s.
Hmm. Early 60s.
But again, that's asking me a specific date of when something is. That's not like asking about anything like
What? All right. What is the only country that's a continent?
the only country that's a continent. The United States of North America.
Are you sure?
Brother, the only country that's a continent.
Uh-huh.
Well, North America is it not considered a country? The United States of America not considered a country, and the North America and South America are two different. You get me?
So the United States is the only country that's a continent.
Well, then some people will have the argument of like Australia, but then there's Oceania of all the surrounding bits around it.
Oceania and the surrounding.
How is that, bro? How is that funny?
I just want to know, what's your answer? Google taking too long for you?
I'm not on Google, bro.
Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on.
I can't. I don't think I have enough followers for that, bro.
Yes, you do. Turn it on. Go ahead.
It's not letting me do it, bro. Well, look, hey, bro. I know people aren't religious, so you might not take my word for it. But wallahi, I'm not on.
All right, so your answer is North America, correct?
That would be my first answer off the top of my head. Yeah.
All right. You locking that one in? Are you sure?
But no, not really, because then the Caribbean's considered in some parts of the Caribbean's considered in North America. So I don't know. That's why I'm saying I don't know.
So is it the Caribbeans?
No. The Caribbeans are not they're a collection of countries, but some of them are considered in North America. There's parts that are considered South, like Guyana's considered South America, but it's still in the Caribbean.
So what continent is the Caribbeans in? Jamaica.
North America.
All right, so what is the only country that's a continent?
Bro, that was my first. I don't know, bro. Literally, that's
Just
what I
lock
said.
it in, lock it in, lock it in.
I'm gonna go with North America, innit, brother?
North America is the only country that's a continent, huh? North America is a country, huh?
Well, the United States. I don't, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said about Australia. Australia, some people consider that, but then there's the whole island surrounding it that's within it that are different countries. So I don't know. Same way of North America has the
Would you like to know the
Caribbean.
answer?
Yes, please.
Australia is the only country that's a continent.
So, but you come on, bro. I was near there, bro. I said it secondly,
No,
bro.
you didn't. You separated Oceania from Australia.
But
Basically
that's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
country.
But isn't
Oceania is Australia. It's one country that is a continent. Australia is the only country that is a continent. You said North America. Canada's a country. It's in North America. There's tons of countries in North America. That was my problem. But you know what? I'm a cherry picker. That's what you say, right?
you are a cherry picker though?
How am I cherry picking?
When I answered one question, this next question. Now, what's the next question?
Would you like another question?
I said Australia. Did I not say Australia within 2 seconds
You
after
said
North America?
Australia, but then you have Oceania. You separated Australia from Oceania. Then you said they have islands next to it. We got the video.
Yeah.
Would you like us to play it back?
Bro, is this why are you getting all wired there? You've been smoking or something?
Wired smoking. I look like I'm smoking.
Like I don't know. I don't understand how this is like mad funny to you.
How is this mad funny?
Yeah.
You said that I'm cherry picking, and you said that
You
I'm
do cherry pick though.
What am I cherry picking? If the full videos are up on
Not
YouTube?
for me. I can agree. Me and you've had a normal conversation, and I've answered the question wrong. I'm talking about your videos, and I said cherry
They're
picking.
all. You don't watch the videos. They're all on YouTube.
Well, clearly I'm on TikTok, and I see it on TikTok.
On TikTok, they were up there as well. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we've already established you called yourself stupid already.
I haven't called myself stupid. I said in theory
Yeah,
when you were talking.
if that theory is correct, then you are stupid. And that
I'm
theory
not,
is
I
correct.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I got decent enough education to not be
I don't
considered.
know, because like you say all of this crazy shit, like, you know, I'm cherry picking, but you said I don't put up. Look at this video.
How you finding England so far? I'll be honest, I feel really bad for you guys. Yeah, it's not it. Yeah. I feel really bad for you. A lot of you guys are very talented. You have a lot of ambition. You could be a model, no cap, all facts, no homo, no diddy. But you could be a model. But there's not that many opportunities out here, not many spaces for like people to actually express themselves. Yeah. Everybody's always allow it. No one wants you to be the person you want to be. Yeah. And then your peers don't even motivate y'all, inspire y'all. They say, "Are you doing too much?" You know. So they kind of put you all down. I really feel bad for you guys. Like it's crazy. But besides that, it is what you see in the pictures. I like the London aesthetic where everybody's wearing black or everybody got trench coats. It's always rated as moody. People say that Americans don't have national dishes or signature food. You look like chopped cheese. Yeah. Chopped cheese. I want to try that. See? All right, so you guys like America? Yeah, 100%. Do you think that the perspective of being like dumb Americans is like out of pocket? I think it makes y'all look stupid when you say that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, cool. After today, my perspective's changed a little. Seriously? Yeah, my perspective's changed. Oh my God. My God, good stuff, man.
I don't know what you mean by cherry picking, because like that's actually pinned on my actual profile.
I've seen that video. That was one of the very few pleasant interactions.
They are all very pleasant interactions if you watch the full YouTube videos. So I don't understand what you're talking about at all. I don't get it.
But the stigma of that, like we're not saying people when they
All
say
my videos end and look like that.
People are not saying that all Americans are dumb. It's just
we're
that
not talking about people. We're talking about
British people
here and saying that I cherry pick situations, and I said, well, if that theory fits, then you're dumb. And you said, yeah. So we already agreed.
I'm more talking about the videos when that people be like, you know, and the black British people like, oh, you don't know where you're really you don't know where you're really from. Those kind of silly interactions.
What do you mean? Those videos end the exact same way every single time. Every one of those videos end like that.
I'm saying there's no way that people don't think that, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. I
don't care what you're trying to say. You can watch the videos and see, but you refuse to educate yourself. Like I said, you've already called yourself dumb.
I haven't called myself dumb.
In theory, if that is the theory that we're going with in that perspective, and that's the reality we're living in, that theory is the reality.
It's not a reality, because
it is a reality, because that's exactly
because no matter what, you can still decide what to put on your TikTok.
No, I don't waste my time. Every video is up there.
Yes, but do you record and post every single interaction you have on the street?
Every single interaction goes up on the channel. It's my life.
Every single reaction, every
single interaction goes up on my channel.
I don't believe that, but take your word for it.
Don't you believe about it?
Because I feel like if you're going out, it's with a microphone, you're asking questions. I presume that you're asking collect loads of different people every day.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you post thousands of hundreds, possibly thousands of interactions.
Yes.
It takes that long to have a 2-minute, 3-minute conversation.
These are not 2-minute, 3-minute conversations. Go watch the videos. These videos are over hours long, and they're all edited, and they're very good.
And sometimes I feel like you ask like young people, like, you know, below the, like 16, 17 and that as well, which I feel like kind of conforms to your narrative. That
16, 17? How old do you think this guy is?
Oh yeah, but I've seen that video. That guy is. That's what I'm saying. There's loads of people disagree with what my man is saying.
This one?
Yeah, I've seen that with the pinky notes, bro. I've actually seen that video. I think that was ignorant as well. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about the cherry picking. I'm not saying that.
What's cherry picking? I'm not understanding.
Where you from? You tell me you're American. Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, okay, but like where are your parents from? You know? And then you be like, I don't know. No, I say America. America, yeah. Like,
1.1 million on TikTok right now. What are you talking about? Like, I'm not understanding what you're talking about here. Like, 'cause you say I'm these young people. No, these are all adults, grown adults. And all the videos are on YouTube. Where's the cherry picking?
Because I'm just saying, I don't feel like you're like, say if you have a similar conversation with me or my friend, you wouldn't get the same answer. That's what I'm saying. That I feel like.
It's better than pussy. Can I say something? Why don't Americans love sexy red as much as we here? Because we feel she's kind of ratchet.
But
I'm not
all right,
understanding.
cool. You see, with that, us as men, most majority of men will think that sexy red is ratchet, and most of the support comes from the female audience.
That's
Like,
not true. Black American women don't like sexy red either. That's why you guys give her the most clout and we don't.
I don't think we give her the most clout because everything, American music, whatever becomes popular
You
in
said that I'm
America.
cherry picking.
You see the videos. What's one thing you want to say to people in UK? Not wildly. First of all, y'all trying to steal everything from us. Well, guess what? I can steal from you too, bro. I can steal that too. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's cool. How'd you work that? Watching too much Stop Boy.
So what would you say that we steal from you guys over in America then?
Bro, you said let's not deviate. You said that I'm cherry picking and I'm showing you video
No,
after video.
I'm not saying that you're. I'm just saying that I don't think you. If someone gives you a response that so there's nobody that you've ever had an interaction with that hasn't said the silly comments about, oh, where are you really from? You don't know.
You say you smarter than me. You don't even know where the English such as originate from. Let me ask you another question. This is gonna prove you're from London, right? Yeah. Y'all born and raised in London, right? You got a king or queen? King right now. What's his name? Charles. Charles? Yeah. What's their last name? Windsor. Okay then. Okay then. Okay. Okay. You embarrass yourselves. Are you sure? I'm gonna give you a chance. Are you sure? Lock it in right now. All right, lock it in. If you agree with him, lock it in. Nah, I don't know. Now listen. So what's their last name? Windsor. If you're correct, you can go crazy. Make a good video. If you're not, you gotta say America's the best. Ready? You guys are
You don't watch my videos. I don't know what you're talking about. I generally don't. Like, I don't know what you're watching or what kind of crack you're smoking, but we're not obviously not watching the same shit. Like, I don't know. So where's the cherry picking?
But I was more talking about I'm not talking about the question. I was talking specifically about the Brits being ignorant to what like Black American and American culture and saying,
No, you said that I'm cherry picking content. What's cherry picking about this? I don't understand. Like, I genuinely don't get it, like, at all. Like,
show these UK people what it is. No, I'm a singing nigga. I'm a singing nigga. Hold on. I need a shorty. See a shorty right here. Hold on. We gonna show that Americans got talent, bro. You said you rap too, right? No, he rap. Yeah, he rap. Watch this. Let's go. See, here we go. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. Now you gonna go? I don't sing, bro. I'll sing. You don't believe his stories. You know that they're all lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. 'Cause if I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. The type of woman deserves good things. Fist full of diamonds.
bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Where's the cherry picking out of this?
all right, you see how you had a nice interaction with them gentlemen there.
Every fucking video is like this.
So then why are you coming out saying, oh, the Brits are ignorant, I need to get out of here?
Because you dickheads keep coming on my live stream talking like this. Like,
So why are you over here though?
What are you talking about? Why am I over here?
If you hate it so much.
Today I want to go to Peckham. Yes, Peckham. Today I want to go to the ends of London.
So you're really out here in Southeast London, yeah?
What?
No, so you're actually really out here in Southeast London.
Yeah, I don't know. You keep listening to these dickhead bozos that don't do no research. And yeah, come on my live stream talking crazy and it makes no sense. You don't watch my videos. What are you talking about?
But I'm saying if you dislike us so much, why I feel like it just conforms with your narrative that we're all ignorant and whatever.
You guys are fucking ignorant.
How? I don't believe so.
You came on my live stream and told me that I'm cherry picking people. Now I'm showing you. You say, yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, agree with that. I agree with that. Where the fuck is the cherry picking? Then you say you don't watch the videos. No, you guys are dickheads. Then I sit down and say, yo, like if that's the case and I don't cherry pick and you are essentially stupid, you said, yeah, in theory I am. And now I'm telling you that you called yourself stupid based off the facts that this is the reality, and you are so obtuse and ignorant to even believe the facts. What
I'm not
more do you
obtuse
need
and
to
ignorant to believe
understand?
the fact. My point still stands of that you decide what to upload and what not to
What
upload.
upload, bro? What do you, I'm not understanding what you're talking about. How am I posting YouTube videos every single day and picking and choosing what I'm posting, bro?
Because you can decide what conversations to put forth and what to leave
What
behind.
conversations? You watch the full day.
So you have a 20, I don't know how long you go outside asking.
Yes, you watch me going out, getting food, just like me going to Peckham.
And there's no cuts or edits within the. That's what I'm trying to say.
There's
so it's
no
like a live
fucking
stream.
edits.
It's like a live stream.
Go
Type.
watch the video, bro.
I'll go suck your dirty mom, you pussy.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, I get why you're frustrated with British people, but I feel like a majority of British people aren't like how some Americans like show them, you know? Or like how they're talking about them. They're saying like we're all ignorant and all of that, but a lot of us still appreciate American culture. And yeah.
I don't know what type of British people you interacting with, but I'm having the same interaction every single time a British person comes up here. So I don't know, man. Either you guys like a saving face or you're not in the reality. I'm meeting British people. Wait until this video goes on YouTube.
Shit, man. I don't know, like, because I see the videos of you in Central and I can see how they talk to you and the questions they ask and stuff. So, like, I don't know, maybe you're just meeting ignorant people, but the British people I hang around, like, they don't really act like that, bro.
I don't know. People just believe in the most diabolical shit. What am I supposed to do?
Shit, man. But yeah, bro, that's what I wanted to say, though. Appreciate you,
man. Stay up, man. Have a great day.
You see, bro?
Hello.
Yeah, so what's your question?
Yo, so like, if someone comes up to you, yeah, they say, what's your ethnicity? You say African American, yeah? How does that make sense? Because, bros, like, you can see you're black. Like, what's your origin? What's your ancestors like? Where they from?
Where you from?
Me? I'm Sudanese.
Sudan?
Yeah, but I was born in England.
All right, but Sudan was formed in the 1950s. So where are you from?
Wow, how does that make sense, though?
I just told you it was founded in the 1950s. Sudan was founded in the 1950s.
Brother, my ethnicity, I'm Sudanese. But I was born.
I'm not asking you that. I said Sudan was founded in the 1950s. Where are you from then?
Wait. Where does it say it was founded in the 1950s? You show me that.
All right.
Yo, TYS.
Yo,
Where you from?
me,
Yeah,
I'm from South Africa.
South Africa, yeah?
hmm
But where were you born?
I did a simple Google check.
I was born in South Africa.
Look, I did a simple Google check of when was Sudan formed. It says January 1st, 1956. That's a very, and I told you that.
No, I want to understand what are you trying to say?
I know. What I want you to understand is I said it off the top of my head. You see that? And then like you told me that, where you find that from? So I asked Google the same thing and they told me the same shit. But you, somebody who claims to be Sudanese,
brother,
doesn't know that.
I'm saying like your skin is black. You have ancestors. What country are they from? Because I'm pretty sure there wasn't like.
Where are you from? Like
I told you I'm from Sudan, but I was born in England.
How far back can you go in your lineage that proves that you're from Sudan?
What does that mean? What do you mean? How far can you
go back into the 1700s? How far back can you go back in your lineage to prove that you're from Sudan?
Brother, I'm Sudanese from what my parents told me.
So you only can go back to your parents, basically.
Of course.
That's it?
That's Sudanese. My grandma's Sudanese.
My great-grandmother's older than your country. You know that, right?
Good for her, but I'm saying like.
But I got proof that my great-grandmother, where she was born at, where she's from. You have no proof.
Sudan.
No, do you know what, bro? Didier.
Yeah.
One thing you have to decode, yeah, is when you look at Brazil,
Yeah.
and you see like black people, you see like dark skin, like looking Latinas, right?
Mm.
Everyone just says they're just Brazilian. No one's gonna like question it. If someone says they're like Jamaican, no one's gonna be like, where you really from? So these men, they're American. Whether we like it or not, whether we're triggered by it, they're American. That's just it. Like they've been there for that long that it don't even make sense, bro. It's like calling me Sudanese or Congolese just because the Zulus traveled from those areas during the migration down south. I'm not gonna claim Sudanese or Egyptian, bro. Like this is like just because there's water doesn't mean you have to just say to someone, or you have to claim at a certain period. Like what time frame then can every human claim? Because you can say that about white people, Asians. Down south we have like Khoisan people in it. Like I'm part Khoi from my mom's side, right? They look Chinese. They've been trading with Chinese for like literally before the 1400s in it.
Mm.
And so when you look at the Chinese, you can say, oh, you guys look like the Khoisan, so you guys are African. But they're Chinese. You're not gonna disrespect them and say they're African. You're just gonna be like, okay, cool. You're from there. You've been there for fuck knows how long. They've been there for so long. Like down south, I'll tell you something. Down south, we had the Portuguese and the Omani Empire taking out slaves, right? And in that time, bro, I'm not even joking. You can search up the Oman Empire, Zanzibar, right? And you can see they was taking people to the Americas before 1400s, bro. Like before the English. The English started to do this stuff to take people to America after the Portuguese. They done it first, going into China, going into India looking for spices. So these guys was literally there for so long. Like, I'm not even saying this like I don't gain nothing from saying it, but this is just how it is. Because everyone else on the planet, no one's gonna question them. Regardless if like an Indian's dark, if like a Chinese is dark, if like a indigenous Australian is dark, no one's gonna be like, you're dark, so you must be African. This thing to make us like be like this to these guys, right? It's only being pushed by the media because they want to exclude them out of American society. Just deep this part, bro. I'm not like being against you or trying to like make you look bad or be against like other Africans. I promise you that. But we have to understand they're trying
Wait,
to make them
wait,
look
wait,
bad
wait,
to
wait, wait.
isolate them from other black people. Because think, who else gets this amount of stick? Just deep it. Who else in on the planet gets this amount of stick? Who's migrated outwards? Only them. Why? Why only in America are these people the ones who are like, you don't belong? When they've been there that long, when they've built
I'm not saying
everything
you don't
from the
belong.
same time white people have been there, you don't even know when but yeah, go on.
I'm not saying he don't belong there. I just want to know like where he originated, like where is he originally from?
Hold on. The problem is you did Didier,
Yeah.
yeah. The problem is you are regurgitating white supremacist talking points,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't see it. You don't realize that the things you're saying are white supremacist talking points, and it's only being created because white Americans do not want black Americans to understand that they are the original people that were there. And in, this is like everybody can be exported out of America, but the black Americans cannot be exported out of America. And this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to erase the history of us being there and creating a new one so they can have control over the land. So you are indoctrinated into this white supremacist talking point and you don't see it. So
Wait,
it's
can I add something, Adonis? Just one sec. Because the same thing is going on in South Africa. So if you look at what's going on in South Africa, right? Because they have control of that area, they want to isolate the black people so other black people in Africa don't help them when they do this Cape exit thing and take the land. Just search up Cape exit, right? They want and they're pushing this agenda to kind of like make Southern Africans like discriminate against like Congolese, Nigerians,
they
and
even
pushing this
have
xenophobia thing.
they even have a whole city where it's only white people can be in.
Orania.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro, trust me, this goes way deeper than just like TikTok. That's why I wanted to talk to like Adonis about this, because I no, like I fully get it. Like I fully get it. Like, because when you really just deep it, Didier, look at every single part of the world. Who else gets this amount of finger pointing to say you're not really from there? You don't know where you're from. Someone in Mexico don't get it. Someone in Jamaica don't get it. You know, in the UK, if someone says they're Jamaican, you're not gonna be like, oh, but you're Nigerian though. You guys got moved from Nigeria. You look at Brazilians, they got features like Neymar got features which are similar to people down south in terms of eyes, right? And you can tell these people got moved during that time when the Portuguese arrived in that area, like long before the English went to the Americas, right? They got put there, but no one's gonna question them. Maybe it's the complexion, maybe like it's poor, so it's not really a threat if they're recognized as like, you know, people from there. But in America, it's a superpower. Imagine then you have black people who have a right and are actually natives of a superpower. Just really just think about this, like just zoom out a bit more and you'll see like, bro, it's this goes deep. This goes deep. I'm not even joking.
Hello. Oh, is he done talking?
Yeah,
Oh, are you
con
done
no,
talking? Or?
yeah, go on.
Nah, but I'm saying I didn't come on here like to obviously say, oh, this guy like he's not black. I'm just saying that like how like what flag would you rep? Like if you're saying
America.
okay,
Bro,
but you're
he's
saying no, but you're saying wait.
400 years, bro. You think they
I
weren't
know, I
doing
know, no, no, no,
nothing
but
there?
you're saying basically because
Mm,
I'm saying so for example, say I'm saying he's not American, yeah. So you can't
mm-hmm.
rep the American flag. You're saying that a lot of people from around the world are basically brainwashed because
Yeah, it's the
the
media, bro. That's the media engine,
no
bro. Like,
brother,
bro,
I'm saying
think
I'm
for how
Sudanese, right?
long did people think that black people are not even human, bro? That's propaganda, bro. How long did they think like they fully believe like you're in Sudan, you know how like northern Sudanese look at like the darker skinned Sudanese people. Bro,
Yeah.
they just think just because you're darker skinned, you're not intelligent. Why? Where does that come from?
No, but I'm saying if Sudan was discovered in 1956, yeah, what would that if for I'm asking you guys, what would that make
Mm.
me do? What would I be then?
Bro,
Because
you can still be Sudanese, right?
yeah, I still
But
believe
the
that I'm
thing is
Sudanese.
yeah, you are Sudanese, but the thing is the country is they're not talking about, you can say that region was called Sudan prior to the borders, but to say Sudan the country, the recognized country, it's a different thing from just like saying I'm from a region. Like for example, I'm Zulu, right? We had KwaZulu Natal, but these borders were blurred by Lesotho to the north and the Eastern Cape where the Xhosas live to the west. But these borders were always blurred, so it wasn't proper countries. It was like kingdoms which just had certain territories, so you can consider it a territory, not a country.
Hmm.
Because even my totem, my last name, prior to me being Zulu, I was Lesotho. Prior to Lesotho, there was Kalangas. Prior to Kalanga, there was literally even up north in Congo. Then from there to Sudan and Egypt, right? People migrated and moved around. It wasn't the same. You can't put it in the same category as a country. So when he's saying where you're from, the best answer would be Africa, because you could never even say 100% your family never was within Ethiopia. You can't say whether it was in Algeria, because when the Arabs moved down, a lot of things people started moving around. That's why our people even ended up down south. So you know it's bro, yeah. When he's asking this question, just say Africa. You can't say like a country. It's not the same. Like it's not the same.
No,
We can talk
I,
about, you can ask questions about it, but it's not the same
yeah,
for
but
real.
I wouldn't say I'm originally from Africa because Africa is a continent itself.
Yeah,
Asia
but
is the continent itself.
the
South
countries in
America, North America is
Africa,
the continent itself.
but the countries in Africa were mostly formed after the Berlin Conference.
Yeah.
So, like the borders of those countries were all created during the Berlin Conference, during the scramble for Africa. So that whole continent is just one big body of land before that. So, and then there was hunters and gatherers. So your bloodline and your lineage had to have traveled through different countries that weren't there at the time. And
Mm-hmm.
so to say that you're from this area is crazy because it's all been formed in the last 100 or 200 years. So it's
Yeah,
like,
and even during colonial times, so many people moved around, bro.
yeah,
Like so many people. Like we have people who moved from Congo down south. We have people from south who moved to like the Zimbabwe area. This was in the 1900s,
but this
1930s
But this
on the
doesn't
rail lane.
discredit the kingdoms that were there. There were huge kings,
Yeah.
but your
Mm-hmm.
specific lineage, the information provided to your specific lineage, wasn't documented. So it's almost impossible for you to actually find out where your specific lineage comes from. And that's where it gets diabolical after that.
Yeah, because what another thing you need to realize is during colonial times, that's when they started to like document people's names and last names.
Yeah.
And some people, they took last names which weren't actually their last names or which were last names that they wasn't using prior to that moment. They were just like, okay, I'm living with this clan, so I'm gonna take this name. But it doesn't 100% give you a definite answer that you was 100% this clan which was 100% there. You can assume, but it's not a fact. And that's what I meant when I said in the comment that the African history does have like, inconsistencies and blurs, but you shouldn't be ashamed of it, bro, just to prove a point to some guy in America. Just be real and just be like, yeah, this is part of the African experience. Do you
It's
know what I
all
mean?
it's all a social construct at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. It's just good conversation. But in reality, it's a social construct. At the end of the day, if the
Yeah,
aliens,
it's the same with Adonis. Like he could be like, someone came within 1800s or even later on and then got married into his family and stuff like that, and the rest of it could have been native, the other one could have even been white or like it's pointless to even say where you're really from. The guy could do a DNA test and find out his like recently, bro, do you know I found out that my from my mother's side, right? My second great grandmother, she was like Dutch and German. We didn't even know that. So it like, it just proves that there's so many things which go on within even the 1800s that you don't even know. So you can't then pin them down and be like, where you're really from. You can't say Nigeria, bro. Like really and truly, people didn't just get taken out in Nigeria. The other party could have been some dark-skinned person from Peru that got moved up north because they needed some extra person to work on a boat when he was moving. You like, there's so much moving parts that you can't just generalize and just try and pin them down. And why them? Like, just ask yourself right now, like, why don't you say this to like Jamaicans here in the UK?
Sorry, say what?
why don't you
Like,
ask them
if
where they
someone's
really
like, I'm
from?
Yardi, yeah, why don't you be like, where you really from?
I just never asked. I just never asked that.
Why?
Okay, so you just never ask why with the Adonis?
No, I just don't like. I never asked like someone why. Like, so I wouldn't say that. If they say they're from there, then I'd
But
be
you
like,
came
okay,
on here
cool.
and you asked Adonis, where is he really from?
No, but I'm trying to get him to like obviously like educate me and teach me like the history behind it. Because I'm saying, yo, my country, there's a lot of history, but I'm not the person to speak on my country, innit? Sudan has a lot of history, but I'm saying like if someone asks me, yo, where you from?
Mm,
I'm saying I'm Sudanese. If they be like, where you really from? I'm still gonna say I'm Sudanese. Like there's
yeah.
no if or buts to it, bro. I'm Sudanese. Then and wait, quick thing, yeah. These comments, I've seen someone say so that Sudan's in war, brother. You can disrespect
Can't
my
interact.
country.
Listen. You talking to two people that's on stage right
Yeah,
now.
don't focus on the comments, just finish what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, I'm just saying, whenever someone asks me where I'm from, I'm gonna keep saying I'm Sudanese because I believe that I'm Sudanese. There's no back and forth to that. Like, I wouldn't,
No,
like,
that's fine, bro. He's American too. It's the
The thing
same
is
logic.
this: when you start asking people about where they really from and their lineages and stuff like that, you should be prepared for them to ask you the same thing. And saying that your parents told you that you're from Sudan or you're Sudanese is not a legitimate question, knowing that the founding of Sudan was in the 1950s itself. And then you didn't even know that Sudan was founded in the 1950s. If you're going to have this very sensitive conversation, which is okay for you to have, you have to be modest and humble enough to know the reason on why you're asking these questions and not just from a default white supremacist talking point. So like know more about your history because like although America is very new to this modern world, a lot of the countries in Africa are even more new than America. And then the documentation of our history, we have the most documented people, we have the most history, the most documented history on lineages in America in the world because a lot of African people and countries didn't document their people at all. So our census goes back to the 1700s. A lot of African countries can't even get past to the 1800s. So these type of conversations is like any Black American could tell you like 9 or 6 if they wanted to do the research, they could go back 6 to 9 generations from them being in America. It's almost impossible for you to go back to even the 1800s as you being a Sudanese person. Like it is impossible. So just know that your lineage of your history knowledge for your bloodline stops at the 1950s. So when you ask these questions, just know like when people ask you like where you really from, you really have no recollection of or evidence to prove that where you're really from. So it puts you in a vulnerable position.
this, I can't lie, this topic, for me personally, it's still like, it doesn't add up. But I'm saying you guys can claim African American, whatever. I'm gonna claim my Sudanese. Thank you for having me up in it.
Okay,
Appreciate
just
it.
before you go, bro, just before you
Yeah.
go, can I just say something to you? One thing that you have to keep in mind, yeah, just
Mm,
because they're like they look similar to us, like they look the same as us, right?
mm.
We go through the same struggle as them. We are looked at by everyone on the planet in the same way.
Same way, yeah.
Just because they're American doesn't mean you should treat them any different or just be, disrespectful. Just fully accept who they are, work with them. We are in this together. This doesn't mean you should leave like this conversation and just be like, oh, there's Americans, like whatever. Like, I'm not against you, like 100%, bro. I'm not against you. But I want us to stick together and be respectful to each other. We have to be respectful to them and their, like, their history that, like, bro, like we're in this together. Whether you like them saying they're American or not, it doesn't mean that they think they're better than us just because they're saying they're American. It just means that's who they are, bro. Like that's just who they are. And we have to accept them, love them for that, and then work together. Don't take it as them saying they're not African, that it's a bad thing. There's loads of other dark-skinned people around the planet, like, but we're not triggered when they say they're from where they are. Why has the media, why has the world made us feel like we have to feel hurt when they say they're just American? Do you know what I mean? Do you get where I'm coming from, though?
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? You kind of got
We
us.
can't hear you.
Oh, you kind of got us at the same time. What like in
Mm.
America? What do they teach you? Like
We learn about a lot of different things, but
okay,
everything
like
is different.
ethnicity wise, like around the world, like
When it comes down to my particular history,
yeah, yeah.
those are passed on through generations from our particular bloodline. In the slave trade, they refused to allow us to have any documentation of our particular lineages. So most of all of our information was passed through word of mouth, which was passed down from a very long time, as well as the documentations from the reclassification of the indigenous Native Americans to colored and Negro is something that's been documented as well. So like Black Americans or African Americans, well, we use the term Black Americans because it's new Africans who are migrating into America as well. They're being considered African Americans. They've been trying to well, for years, America has been reclassifying us. Like we're the most reclassified people at this moment in time. We've been reclassified as African American, Black American, Negroes, colored, and then Native Americans. And then it goes even more than a couple more bound to that as well. So our history is like they're trying to erase and confuse us. But we keep like right now, I'm from New York. And the reason I built this huge audience and people like could sit there and listen to me, most of these people, everybody in the chat, if you're from America, comment in the chat where you're from, like what state you're from. The reason why like a lot of Americans tend to cling up to this particular talking point, to this ideology, is because look, all of these people are from different states in America, and we all have the same story. The lineage, the history of our past, no matter which state you come from, we've all learned the same story. Like we were not, a lot of people did not come from slavery. They were freed slaves, freemen. We know these things. And I'm from New York. There's people from Chicago, Michigan, Louisiana, the South. You know, my family's from the South. Like my father was from Georgia, and my great great grandmother was from Virginia. So this is a story that our bloodlines have been holding and passed it down to the next generation so they wouldn't lose it. And as much as white America tried to erase it, they kept it tight, and we're keeping the story alive. They keep pushing forward. This is our history.
Okay. It's kind of different though, because I speak to some like Americans, and they like, some of them will say they're Somali, Moroccan, Sudanese as well.
There's a lot of like, there's a difference between, you know, African Americans and Black Americans, like FBAs, foundational Black American. My bloodline has been in America since before America was even founded. A lot of immigrants migrated into America in the 1800s, Black Caribbeans as well. They considered them, they marginalized and generalized everybody, put them into the whole same classification. But my lineage has been in America before America was even founded. I'm not the same as these people. Our bloodline is different. Like my blood is different than their blood. And they try to mix us all together and confuse everybody. And it's like, no. And right now, a lot of us are just delineating from that idea and separating ourselves and say, no, we've been here through slavery. These people are new. And that's what's going on right now. So when he came and said, nah, like right now, the perspective that you have is a white supremacist terminology. Like this is what they pumped into y'all heads to make y'all talk like this, act like this. Y'all don't know the real story of what's happening in America. You don't know the real American story. You only know from their side. And that's why I tell people, like, you've ever lived in America? Do you know what's really going on? Nah, there's a whole other story to what's happening in America, and what they not telling you. It's a lot of shit. Did you know that white people used to eat Black people up into the 1900s?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Did you know that they used to take the slave children and throw them to the crocodiles just to catch the crocodiles? Do you know that they used to pull the teeth out of Black Americans and use them as their own teeth because their teeth were rotting away? It's a fact. If you look at like all our first presidents and all their teeth that they had, those were not their teeth. So like there's a whole nother story to America that you guys know nothing about. And what they're trying to do is erase it. That's why they don't want to tell Black history. It's because savages, just savages. If you knew us, like about the most painful history you ever hear in your life. And people thought the Holocaust, we had a Holocaust event in America, and no one knows about it. No one's talking about it. And every time we talk about it, people just say, oh no, we did the same thing. Not like this. It was diabolical. So yeah. But you said you're from the UK, right? And you're from the UK, Thais?
Yeah, I'm currently living in the UK.
Yeah, I appreciate you for coming up, and I love the way you articulated yourself. And you know, this video is going to be amazing because I've been waiting to meet. I love when I meet people who are from African descent, who understand the situation, who have an open-minded perspective to this. And at first, when you came into this live stream, I thought that I said, you know what, fine, I'm gonna have two of them who's going to come at me at this moment in time. And then once the conversation, I swear, I thought that. Once the conversation started going, I was like, oh, okay. Like he actually knows like what he's talking about, okay? And I just let you talk, and I love the way you handled that. I really do appreciate you. I I want to say thank you so much for your kind words and your progressive mentality. I appreciate it.
All right, cheers, bro. Cheers.
I'm gonna bring you guys down. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Wow, hold on, hold on. What are you feeling right now? Comment in the chat right now. What are you feeling right now after watching that full blown experience? I really want to know your honest opinion. So leave a comment right now, like your thoughts and opinions over watching that. All right, and put before you comment it, put one dot and then comment. All right. There's a reason why I'm saying that, so I know exactly what you're referencing. So before you comment it, put one dot and then comment. Yeah, what you're feeling right now. All right. Now that was just an insane interaction. I'm very curious to what your thoughts are. So like you can pause the video and come back, but don't listen to what I have to say until you finish commenting your thoughts. Be authentic. Be really express your feelings throughout that particular situation. I love when I sit down and I meet people who are open minded and who can really understand a concept of our history and how we're treated throughout the world. It's very refreshing and it's good to see that people can educate people. These are the type of conversations I generally think are the most utmost worth doing. This is the reason why I started doing this is the reason why I started having these conversations, because I was more curious to understand people from all across the world. And when you meet people who have open minded and not just ignorant, not just one sided, one attracted, the experience is uniquely profound from my perspective, seriously. And I just love it. And I'm so happy, like, for all the people who are watching this right now. I'm so happy for you, like, who are watching this, and that you get to really feel that sense of understanding, of clarity, and I'm just blessed and grateful that I'm able to bring that position to you. Like, I know you're probably watching it, and in the beginning, you was like, oh man, this is gonna, and then he started talking, he was like, oh yeah, yeah, he's on it, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that's exactly how you probably felt. So I really do appreciate it that I was able to bring you that throughout this particular situation and throughout this endeavor. All right. And what I will say about that particular guy that sat down, hopefully you wrote down your feelings and your thoughts down below before you started continuing this video. But I know a lot of you guys didn't. Y'all just sitting here just saying, I'm gonna keep watching. Hey, listen, if you made it, this far into the video, and you don't know what to comment and your thoughts is not hitting you at this moment in time, comment, well done. Comment, well done. Because, like I said, it's simple for you to comment this thing, and you get to participate as well. But at the same time, hopefully it inspires more positive comments, more positive feedback, more positive things, more positive enlightenments. The way they see us is not the way we see us. And just because they act like that doesn't mean that we have to act like that. Comment well done. And this well done is for you as well. Thank you for making it this far into the video. Thank you for showing your love. Thank you for always supporting this channel. Seriously, I really do mean it. Speaking about support, we made it up to 90 members. Yes, 90 members. Only 10 members till we reach 100 members. This is insane. I'm super proud of you guys, seriously, and super grateful for every single person that became a member recently. All right? But more than that, I want to give a shout out to a couple of members. The new members, we made 5 new members, and these are those 5 new members right here. I'm gonna give a shout out to those brand new members. Dark, get dark. Miss Leah, thank you so much. Val Erie, thank you so much. I think I botched that name, but I Erie, I think so. F Gomez and Chica Chef Noble Hawk. That sounds like an indigenous name. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But these are the 5 people that just recently became members. I want to say thank you so much for joining the journey and supporting these videos. There's so many different people that are that are suspicious, haters on the low. And I'm gonna address those people as well. I know it's positive, but I want to address those people as well. Some of you guys, and I just want to really be very transparent. Some of you guys are just waiting for something to be a hater for. Some of you guys say, that's why I didn't, bro, you don't support your community. You don't support you watch these videos. I'm being straightforward. I'm being direct. You watch these videos. You love the experience, but you're still waiting for that one thing to say, nah, that's not. And then you wonder why people don't do stuff for your particular community. And people don't do stuff for you guys. And I'm not saying everybody. The people who I'm talking to knows who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking about. You sit here, you watch these videos, and you're like, I'm not gonna support, I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna comment, I'm not gonna donate, I'm not gonna be a member, I'm not gonna because I'm just gonna wait because I don't want to jump the gun. But then when all of this shit stops, and you're like, yo, what happens here, bro? I get tons of messages every day, tons of comments, over 600 comments in my last video. I think 400, sorry, 600 likes. 5 people became members. Imagine if we had a united ass community where we actually can make results and actually can make change. Imagine if all 400 comments in this live stream right now in this video was to actually donate or become a subscriber. Imagine how that would change the situation for me dramatically. But only white people do that. Only white people. Anybody? No, I don't say that. What do you mean? Only white people do that, bro. Literally. But then as soon as the content deviates over into something that's less pro-black and less pro this and more commercial, then you say he sold out. Sold out to what? You wasn't buying the person that you wanted to represent you. You wasn't trying to. You say, yeah, but I became, yeah, you, the few, but it's a community problem that we having right now. We don't have anybody that represents us on these social media platforms. And all the ones we do have that represent us are diabolical. I don't want to have to be a diabolical creator just to get my community to support me, just to make quick little tricks of diabolicalness so, we get the toxic people. I don't like having a toxic community. That's not me. I tell my audience all the time. I don't condone that. I save face for the culture. So when people think about Black Americans, excellence, or even foundational Black Americans, or any of that, you have a different type of version of a Black American you can look up to and say, nah, this guy is pretty well, mentally there to be able to have a critical conversation. But if you're not investing into the people that can shape the future for you, don't get mad when that perspective or that outcome that you're looking for eventually fades away. Don't get mad. I'm just being very transparent. I honestly don't like the way these people talk to me in this type of situation. And I wasn't even out making Black American content at all. But every single conversation I've been having recently has been doing that. It is what it is. For the people that do become members and do support their community and do understand what it is, I truly do appreciate you guys. Seriously. I used to always wonder why we didn't have Black superheroes. You only had like Static Shock and, the Green Lantern and the Black one. And like only a few Black superheroes. And then I realized like, why we don't have a Black society or a Black Wall Street at this moment in time? Because they kept destroying it. Nah, we're in a different age now. You guys have the resources and the money to actually fund the reality that you want, to create the people that can represent you in a certain particular way. You don't want to. You think that the next person's going to do it, and the next person keeps saying that they're going to wait for the next person to do it, and they're going to wait for the next person to do it. Then you have only like 5 people who do it. I don't know, bro. I can only do what I try. I tried. You feel me? That's all I can say is I tried, gang. That's it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this was a great conversation. But back to the facts. You're probably sitting down thinking that kid learned something that day. You can see his brain processing. You probably changed his perspective. No. He came back the next day and was even on some more diabolical shit. He was sitting there trying to act like, well, I wasn't trying to act. Dude, bro came back on the most diabolical shit the next day. And I'm talking about the one at the bottom. Yeah, he came back the next day and was on some sloppy, diabolical. It's like he didn't learn anything. He wasn't listening at all. And that's the UK Brits. He was not listening at all. If you was in that live stream, comment in the chat about that second guy downstairs. Comment in the chat. You know what I'm talking about. He was not. He was definitely. He did not learn anything. He wasn't even listening to any of that stuff. He came back the next day and was just being buffoonery, showing his ass. No funny shit. I'm just being straightforward with you guys. But we do have a couple of donations that I want to shout out while we are in this live stream. We got Tuxedo Knox. We got 2 super chat donations yesterday in the live stream. And I want to give it Tuxedo Knox with a $10 donation. He said, thanks. Guys, I always tell you guys, if you're going to donate in a super chat, don't just comment thanks. Don't just comment thanks. Write a message. All right? And we got The Matrix who commented again. I told The Matrix in the last video, I said, bro, become a member. It's very easy to become a member. It's the pinned comment in this video. If you are a member, like the pinned comment in this particular video. Either thanks for your content, Adonis. I support you, man. Thank you so much, The Matrix. The Matrix supports me. All right. But just for the people that go, we'll say this real quick. From Daniel Wyatt. In my last video, I said it, so I'm going to say it right now for you guys. To all those who want to support and thank Adonis, please go to the 3 dots. To find it, look along the area where the thumb button is. Right next to it, right next to download, you will see the 3 dots. Hit the dots and a window will pop up. There are 4 symbols. Hit the heart symbol next to the word thanks. Another window will pop up with thanks Adonis Live. You can decide how much you are able to give. This took me a minute to find. Laughed my ass off. Sorry. Should have just asked. But anyone wanting to help, Daniel White, you gotta write that better, girl. Matter of fact, I'm gonna figure it out. Because I'm gonna keep using this, but I gotta figure out how to write this out. But I hope you guys understand. All right. My name's AdonisCrashBoom. If you made it this far into the video, if you made it to the end of this video, and I'm always looking for the people who make it to the end of this video, right? Comment, this was the best video. I just want to know who actually made it. My name's AdonisCrashBoom. You guys are watching Adonis Live, and it's a move. Yeah.